Hey, hi guys. Today we'll be discussing new macOS Tahoe. Let's get started. So I'll be showcasing you all the new features. Let's get just started. Let me just show you the new macOS. So this is how it looks. Totally glass based. So this is the new UI introduced by Apple. From my point of view, it looks stunning, totally really nice, refreshing. There are no more flat design. I think flat design was pretty old, and this is something refreshing. I'm liking it. Few people are liking it, few people are not liking it. So there is a mixture of both the parties. So I'm using it from very long time now. One thing I can suggest is that in some places it works really well, but in some part it doesn't work good at all because of the readability issue. But Apple is fixing that. So let's suppose there are some component where is reading is pretty much required. In that case, what Apple is doing, they are revamping the UI. They are making the background of text more frosted or more flat so users can easily read it out. Yep. So the UI looks stunning, refreshing, nice. I'll give it really good points. So if you check out any Apple application, you can see the gist of this liquid glass. Here you can see this panel. You'll be able to see behind this. It's totally like a transparent glass. So you can see behind it, and it's also playing with the images. It's creating some glare. So yeah, it looks good, and even in this element here, you can see there are some gradients going on, some kind of shininess going on. So it looks stunning within the Apple Music. Even if you check out the Safari, it's using same components. This search bar is using the glass design, liquid glass design. Looks really nice. And if you type something, for example, I search for Google, in that case, this is how it'll be. It'll settle down. It'll basically become darker version, so it becomes more easier to use. If I open a new tab here and search for Yahoo this time, so here you can see these tabs. It's a mixture of flat and glass design both. So it's not like glass design is really difficult to adapt. It's not that difficult, to be very honest. It's quite pretty nice. Yeah, let me show you some other things also I have. So if you go to the Apple settings, system setting, within the system setting you can see uh, appearance. Inside the appearance, you can actually change the color of your icons. You can make it darker. I don't like the darker icons at all. And then you can also have a clear icons. It looks cool, but not that much functional. It's like totally glass based now. Everything is transparent. Then there is a tinted one. I don't know why it is still here. Nobody uses it. Very rarely people do use this one. I like default setting, default colors. I like it, and clear one I also do like it. But that is actually a little difficult to recognize those icons. So I'll still prefer the default one for the better productivity work. And then you have some new wallpapers, so you can actually check out these new wallpapers here. So just test it out, and I'm sure you'll like it. At least you can give it a chance. Okay, so that's all here we have in settings, and then you have Apple Intelligence. Now, Apple Intelligence really sucks. It doesn't work really good, but they are improving it. But I think it'll gonna take some time for them. But you do have a ChatGPT extension here, so within the Apple Intelligent Intelligence, you can use ChatGPT itself. So if you have a pro account, you can attach that account here and you'll be able to use it really nicely. Eh, I have a free version, so let me show you some demo here. So if I activate Siri here or Apple Intelligence and I give it a command, let's try to generate some image. Can you generate a new image of a bird with purple fur? So this is how it works. Let me try once again. Generate a image of a bird using ChatGPT. See, still so dumb. Can you generate a new image by using ChatGPT? Here we go, working on ChatGPT. And I have to give once again a command. I don't know why they don't understand these things. Generate a bird image by using ChatGPT. Okay, see, it's not working. Damn, I don't know why I'm doing this, but I really want to create an image here. Let's try to build something. Create create a bird image. You bird- create a bird image, or maybe a wording could be like this: generate a bird image. Let's see how does it work. So it's searching for image only. That's all it's doing. So I'll once again write down generate a bird image using ChatGPT. This would be my last try at last try. That's it. It's still working. So here you go. It actually generated it. So this is how it works. But yeah, I don't feel that Alexa or even Apple Intelligence is good enough. Till now, I'm not impressed with these two. Okay, let's move on. So yeah, these are some changes in terms of appearance, and there are some few things also. If you, let me just turn off this staging option from here, and then now what you can do, you can actually edit widgets from your iPhone also. So a lot of things you can add from your iPhone and other stuff. So that'll be great. Plus, you can use your iPhone mirroring here. This looks really good. The UI wise, here you can see. That's it. And then we have new Spotlight search. So you have few new commands. For applications, you can press command 1. So it will search for the applications only. That's it. That's all will be there. And there is no launchpad. It's called apps.apps, something like that. I don't use that. I used to not I never used launchpad that much, but I'm not able to find launchpad at all. It was previously somewhere in other versions, as far as I remember. Then you have a command 2. You can directly search for files, and yeah, you have some other options like for clipboard, for the actions, all these things you can do. You can have a recent search history, all that stuff. Yeah, so these are some new features for the Spotlight. And then you have this stacking method also. So here you can see I have n number of screenshots. I'll just but what Apple does now, so let's suppose I have these screenshots. It creates an accordion of it. It collects everything and stacks everything together. And if you require screenshots, you press on it and it will reopen the accordion and you'll be able to use those things. So right click and here you can see use stack is enabled. I'll just turn it off. Everything is now messy. You want to clear it out, use just stack, and here you go. Everything is cleared. Yep. So this is really cool feature. I like it. But yeah, I mean that's all overall we have in this Mac OS update. It looks good, and currently there are some glitches going on. I'm not able to use few things, but yeah, it's a beta version, so can't say anything. Um, but from my point of view, it's really cool. Looks really nice, refreshing, and let me know what are your thoughts. You can write down on the comment sections. And I forgot to show you the Finder. Finder also does have that new look, new some certain features. So yeah, it looks good, and you can use groups. Wow, this was I think overall feature. Yep. So thank you so much for watching. Have a great day. See ya. Bye bye.